Welcome back, everybody. Let me go ahead and get this started. So here we go with Havoc going up top, and we see Singer lobbing the ball down. Flared out of position. Oh, stay on with the miss. Oh, with the dodges, and gets out of the way. But Mega cleaning up with Singer with the wrong bounce. So if Singer maybe had not bounced going down and just kind of went straight up through that little opening, he may have survived there. But Kate doing a tremendous job setting the tone. Mega Man following up. Makaso again, another great jab. So you're seeing like a basically yeah, we're seeing everything kind of plan out because right now it's 30-20, and so it's a 10-kill lead, about maybe 22 minutes left, according if I can read it correctly, and if I'm not going blind. But yeah, here we go with Havoc out of position. Havoc needs to get back, somehow go over top. There he goes, over top. Have Mega kind of patrolling and defending right there, kind of monitoring the zone position, just for Havoc to get out of the way. Because if Infrared tries to do anything, like pick off Cape right there, Mega will be in a position to follow up, and also that's good for us because if that means Cape is gonna spawn before Infrared's gonna spawn, so that means he has a better advantage. Oh, flared, taking out Havoc at the same time, destroying Mega Man on the side. So everybody wins there. Well, not everybody, but almost everybody. So Exquisite, trying to do what he can, and 32-25 lead, +7. Slowly coming together, We need to see Fierce get together, maybe capitalize on this momentum right now. And right now, they need to take out Cape right now. There we go. And Makaso trying to follow up, but no avail because they use bullets instead of bombing. Wise choice because a lot of newbies, you guys see free kills, but you guys don't realize that, people are going to just go after you or vault you if you try to go after the free kill with the bomb. So it's always good to try and bullet first, to see if you can get one-shot kill with only expending maybe 200-300 energy at max versus everything you have, and then you're just stuck trying to pray. Oh, pray that miracles happen like that. With Kate with a long range snipe. So we're seeing Fierce is getting picked off. Unfortunately, oh, good job, Kate. Knowing that he saw Guile damaged already, so he knew that corner bomb procs would just finish the job. But yeah, I want to see maybe come playoffs, because playoffs is a great time for all starters to show, and everyone's trying, because I know right now not maybe everyone's trying the hardest, or some people are, but it is a regular season game, and anyone who's ever won a title knows everything goes down in the playoffs, never in the regular season. But regular season is a good indicator for who's going to be playing in the playoffs, because you don't want, maybe if you have an up-and-coming jab star and versus like a kind of a inactive veteran, but then the inactive veteran's proven, who do you put in? You put in the guy who's been playing his heart out 24/7, 365 every day, or do you guys put in the guy who's been proven like in playoffs, but he hasn't been active, so you never know. So that's just kind of the decisions that the captains have to make before each playoff game, because it really ultimately matters, and it's going to shape everything. Mega missing, but wisely getting out of the way. Havoc not having the same luck, so let's see if Mega can get escape from. Good job with Makaso, bulleting and providing cover. You see the MVP, you see Cape right there, followed by Infrared, trying to do what he can for Fierce right now. So Infrared doing a good job trying to carry out Fierce and kind of buy time for the Fierce starters or Fierce the core players to get back on track. And Makaso rounding up third place with in terms of the MVP voting. So here, see right now you're looking at Fierce is getting cornered, Mega being aggressive, seeing the opening, trying to see if he can go around and apply pressures from both ways. So they're fighting from the front and the back. So that's obviously the best way. Some of the best ways to get a kill is not always be the first one to fire a bomb, but sometimes, the first one, if you're good enough, you get the kill. If everyone shoots at the same time in the same target, but by a little bit, a few seconds off. So usually the enemy dies if he sees the first bomb. There he goes. He tries to dodge the first one. He does not see it, but then he doesn't know on the rebound that's coming back, or he doesn't know on the rebound, because most people only see what they can dodge initially on the first run through, but then they don't see what's coming from behind, from the peripheral vision. So it's important to stay alive, and also when you shoot, just kind of notice what's going around with you. Always kind of be aware of what's happening. If you don't have any teammates around you to bullet, oh, Mega Man Knights are picked with Gale. And 43-29, game is already blown apart. So right now we're just kind of seeing dicE finish it. Yeah, so I don't want to say this is indicative of what's going to happen, but it is a good confidence booster, a good rebound for dicE after losing last week for not having all the starters in. So they corrected this time, putting in I guess the best players available, or the ones who don't lag. And so we're seeing a different result. Fierce is one of the stronger teams. Fierce, Skate, and a few others, Dark, a few others, and a couple others in the running, so in contention for MVP. Okay, so good job for dicE for bouncing back, and that's what we need. We need players like Cape. We need the captains to really set the tone, because if you're a captain, your responsibility is to carry your teammates out of the dish. Otherwise, you don't deserve to be a captain. You can just be a regular player. But that's the responsibility as a captain. Okay, so good job for Cape and Mega and Stay On coming in this time and just setting the tone and making it happen. Okay, so securing the win as Mikaso follows up 48-31, 2 more kills before this game's over. So we'll see what Guile can do. And yeah, so definitely if you want to be an MVP prediction specialist, if you call out MVPs on my predictions, you start getting them right, I may just have to feature you because you've been getting everything right. So I know who you are. I do record it. So if you do have MVP predictions, go ahead and post them up before each game or each round starts. And what I'm going to do is go ahead and tally it, or just record it to see who's the closest. So Stay On with the finishing blow. There we go. Notables. Cape at 16. Good job, Fred, for 12. I'm just unlucky for some of Fierce's players today, but expecting to rebound next week. And good job, man. Good job for everybody. So this jab match was kind of a one way dictated the entire time. So it wasn't as exciting as maybe perhaps some of the other games this past weekend. But I still want to get everyone in. A lot of great players. Want to be featured. Want to spread the love to everybody. And right now we have a MVP interview with Cape. Okay, Cape with 16 kills. So go ahead and read it if you guys want to stay around and see what Cape has to say for you guys and everything. So stay around, stay tuned, subscribe, and check back for next week's matches, and for this Friday's $40 match, and for next Wednesday's deadline for the charity submission. Okay, so until next time, FF out.